Um, okay, so I only see this. I'm going to go to my Facebook and see if it's going on there.
And how will you know who's
Oh,
here?
look, there it is.
Huh?
You
What?
should share this on your Facebook. We're live, and go to my profile.
I don't see your profile.
Well, go to Facebook. Leave this open and go to Facebook.
Okay.
And I'm going to go to YouTube to see if we're showing up there. Hello, everyone. If anybody's here, I'm just trying a new way to see you.
Are we being recorded now?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, okay.
So I just want to make sure that I'm on my YouTube channel. And I see us. Oh, we are live on my YouTube channel as well. So I'm not sure how to see. Oh, we are live on my YouTube channel as well. Wow, how can... So I'm not sure how to see. I mean, I don't know how we're going to see everybody's comments in all these different areas, but I guess we're going to find out. So welcome to Cindy and Homer's Live. I'm hearing myself twice, so I'm trying to mute one of them. I don't know how I'm going to do that. How come? Do you hear me twice? Hey, Janine, she said hello. Thank you, because we're trying to figure this out right now. Did you share it on your page, Homer?
How do I do that?
Just go to the share button on my page.
Where is that?
On my profile.
I'm so like
Facebook.
Yeah.
You know, where do you see us on there?
No.
Did you go to my profile? I mean,
your profile.
Yes.
Let's see.
So we're going to talk about light activation, and we're going to do some random mini healing and readings. And we are broadcasting on 2 of my Facebook pages and my YouTube page. Hi, Jenny Gap. And I'm seeing Jenny. Okay, she's posting on Facebook, but I see it on the yard stream too. So did you find it, Homer?
I see it, and then what?
You share it to your own. Are you new to Facebook?
No. You had to tell me where the notification was located. I'm like, what is that?
So do you see it?
Yeah, now what? Okay.
Share it so people on your page can see you.
Let's see.
So we're really excited.
Oh, I see myself.
We're really excited to be here live with you all. And I realize that there's probably a delay. Yeah. And Jenny's saying hello to you, Homer. Are you seeing the comments?
No.
Homer's a little shocked or something. It's not quite working well.
But on my Facebook page, there's like a delay. Like it's not happening.
It's not happening.
I mean, it's not happening on current time.
What?
Like I'm watching this, but it's delayed on my page.
Oh yeah, it's delayed. But you're on, but it's playing on your page. So all your people can see you there now. I'm seeing you. Okay, so let's get started anyway. Welcome everyone to our live show. And Homer and I are going to be doing this more often. And like I said, it is recording on, it's live on 2 of my Facebook pages, and Homer has it shared on his, and it's on one of my YouTube channels. Hello, Debbie. So it looks like I can see people from Facebook posting. Homer, can you see on this what is that thing called again? StreamYard page. You can see everybody commenting. And I think that if people comment from any of the pages and my YouTube, it should all go right there. Okay. So, okay, we're going to talk a little bit about light activation healing because it's something that Homer and I do as work and life. It's part of our everyday life, pretty much. And it has everything to do with everything we do between our work with clients, one-on-one clients, our classes, our spiritual journeys. Everything that we do that's different, it has to do with light activation at the core. So one thing that we do with light activation, besides helping people to move blocks out of their life. I mean, everybody says that, right? When it comes to healing. But I'll tell you one thing, this goes a lot deeper and way more expansive than anything I've seen. And that's why we use it in everything we do. But also, it's about ascension, meaning raising your vibration, because the higher you can raise your vibration, which is your energy, the higher your energy can vibrate, the more positive your life will be, the more interesting your life will be, and the more fulfilling and thriving your life will be. So that's, something that we're always striving for ourselves and with our clients. So I think I just want to go back a little bit in time because Homer met me right as I had just channeled this modality. He came into my life like poof, all of a sudden he was there. And I was working in California in Pleasant Hill. And I used to have these play groups where we would have different topics that we would explore once a month. It was just a real fun, easygoing get together. People used to come and we would do drumming or mediumship or work with angels. But this particular, when Homer came first to a presentation, what was it that Homer was?
I think it was Qigong, I think.
Qigong. One of my long time ago students, Warren, was doing a Qigong presentation and Homer came. So that's the first time I met Homer, but I didn't really get to know him at all.
Actually, we met before that. Briefly. Yes. My mom and I,
Yeah. I met Homer the first
was quick.
time with his mom.
Yeah.
And what a weird
upstairs
miracle that was, because as it turns out, we just became so close.
Which is how I found out about the play group, because maybe you mentioned it. So that's why I went to the play group.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I met Homer and his mom. I was leaving the healing center. I had clients. I used to see all my clients in person back then. Now I don't see any clients in person unless they join me for a trip. But and I was leaving and I was going to lock the place up because there was no other practitioners there, but Homer and his mom were there waiting for somebody, and I was a practitioner.
She was late.
So I was talking to them. So that was kind of funny. And then Homer came to another thing, a mediumship thing, and that's when I found out he was really weird. And it was really funny. We were like sitting in a circle, and I was taking everybody through this process on connecting with deceased loved ones. And there was a lot of people there that night. I don't know how many, maybe 25, something like that. And I was telling everybody just to write down any names that would come to them, whether they knew who it was or not, just make a list. And then we were going around the circle and everybody was taking turns reading names. And if you heard somebody call a name like Tom or Sarah, and you knew a deceased person by that name, you would say, I got Tom, I got Sarah, whatever. But Homer's names were very different. So would you like to say some of the names you were saying, Homer?
Bastafila Cantalmas, Korean al lalakas, Yadaji Modagahazda, and so forth.
Yeah, so
and everyone had these names. Yeah.
He was going through a very long list of these kinds of names. And of course, nobody has heard those names. Well, nobody in that group had.
I thought, but that didn't happen.
And he would say every name, he would say it, and then he'd wait a minute to see if anybody would know somebody that was deceased by that name. And every time he would say another weird name, I was sitting there going, I was thinking in my head, like, what kind of names are these? Like, I didn't really know Homer. So after he got through about 10 of them, I know everybody was thinking the same way I was. And after about 10 of them, I just busted out laughing. I am pretty transparent. If something's funny, I'm just going to laugh.
And I try to blend in by putting, like, at the very end of my list, like an ordinary name.
Right. And so I started laughing really hard. And so then that gave everybody else permission to laugh really hard because the names were so weird. We didn't know, what in the heck is this guy talking about? And so, okay, I still thought it was funny, but I didn't understand what he was doing. And then he was doing some really weird things in that class. Like somebody said the name Bunny, and he was like, I have a bunny. I know a bunny. So they're like, okay. So when that person was going to talk about this bunny person, they were saying, whoever this is for that knows this person, this bunny person, they said they really love you and they miss you. And they were going on and on about how much this bunny person really missed him. And then Homer's like, oh, Bunny, that's so sweet. And then he told us it was his rabbit. And so we were laughing, like the whole experience is so weird with Homer. But whatever, I mean, you know me. I thought it was funny as hell. But I still did not understand who Homer was or what was going on with that. I just thought, okay. Still didn't know what all those weird names were that he was saying. And we moved on. And then the next month, we do these play groups once a month. The next month, we did light activation. And I was doing little mini healing readings. And so it was pretty new at that point. I don't even think I had taught a class yet. And Homer came. And he laid down on the table. And usually when people get one of these healings, you go, okay, that's it. And you're kind of calm. And you're like, okay, just take your time. And then, sit up when you're ready. And so when we told him he was done, he just pops up and his eyes are like wide open. He's like, oh. And I'm like, oh, my gosh. You're a star being. You're a star person. He didn't know what I meant by star person.
Because that was the very first time I've heard of that term. I mean,
but he was very into aliens.
Yeah.
Which are the same thing, just different names.
So I knew my aliens by their name, but I never heard of star being at all. So it was the first time.
Right. But his eyes were like, bam, they were so big and like black. Like I can recognize alien or star being people. Like I can recognize them. And when he jumped up like that, I said, oh my gosh, he's definitely a star being. This is crazy. And then it went on from there. And Homer would bring in I would have other play groups with light activation. One night we had a big deal thing. And he brought these copper tools, like healing tools. And he's like, what do you think of these? And I'd be like, feel all these frequencies coming off. And I'm like, whoa, like, what is that? So fast forward, we just clicked, and then Homer started joining a lot of the class, different things we were doing. And eventually Homer and his father made these pyramids for our expos and for when we have the ability to set something up. So some of you that used to go to the San Francisco New Living Expo probably met us there. And you would have seen the 3 of those pyramids. So Homer had one set up yesterday. I don't know where, did you take it down?
Yeah, because it was blocking the back door.
Oh, So yeah, that's how we started getting into it, and Homer has been working with me and also Iozawa on teaching light activation for years and all of those things. And that's the basis of our work, whether we're doing readings or traveling to spiritual journeys or teaching a class or Cindy's Insiders Club, which is a webinar we have. Is it twice a month? Twice a month.
Yeah, twice a month. Yeah.
But it's all about ascension. It's all about, creating the best version of yourself. So we do a lot of contract work. So Akashic Records work on, our lives, on things we want to better or upgrade. And, ancestral healing, of course, is a big deal, because if you don't do that, then a lot of your stuff won't change the way you need it to change in order to get what you want, because our ancestors have determined a lot of things for our lives. We come into this life with a lot of baggage because of our ancestors. I mean, it could be good, but it could also not be great. So like if you have problems with money, or you have problems with relationships, or you have problems with your confidence, or you have whatever, insecurities. Yeah, it could be that you were born with that. And unless you get it at that core level, people can, it's like having a whole stack of bricks. So if someone helps you to get to the second row or the third row, yeah, you're going to fix that top piece. But you really need to get down in the depths of it to knock all of it out. So, those things that have been a long time problem for you, year after year after year, that might get a little better, but always seem to be a problem. Most likely it has something to do with your DNA and what you brought in with you. And, that doesn't, just because it's in your DNA doesn't mean that you're stuck with it. You can change your mind. It's kind of like, when we are born into a family and we hear our parents' beliefs, or our, teachers or priest or whatever, and we believe them because obviously they're, older than us, and we think they're teaching us the right way. Then we get adult, we kind of go, you know what? I don't believe that. I know I was taught that, but that's not my belief. A lot of lack beliefs, a lot of fears and stuff like that, that you can change. And then the other thing is the things that could get in your way that you know about, but how about the things that are in your way that you have no clue about? So that's what we do with light activation healing is there's the obvious things, but there are also the things that you may not even know. So it's pretty interesting. Homer,
I'm looking at the comments. I didn't know I could see the comments.
Yes, I'm not seeing anything from the YouTube
and
channel.
I would reply, but I don't know how to reply to everybody.
Well, you just
hello. Huh?
You can post a comment there, or you could just say it out loud.
Hello, everyone.
So anyway, it's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
It's pretty exciting how light activation is just such a huge part of our life and connection, and how Homer's mom and mother and father have supported us so much on this journey. So the fact that when I met Homer, he was with his mother, I mean, I'm sure that was definitely no chance meeting. And it's just amazing how that all unwinds. So, okay, Homer, is there anything that you wanted to say about any of this?
Just to add to what you said, I mean, we also work on haunted hotels, or if there's a disaster on the planet, we also work on that too.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter how far it is, we could still do our work.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes we even travel to those places to help. So one time we were in Bimini during a hurricane.
Yep.
And that was really interesting. And
we were able to, I guess, move the hurricane away from Bimini Island, but
30 miles.
We forgot to send it away from Florida. So
so it went straight to where I lived in Florida. So that wasn't good.
But we also did work in Hawaii. I think there was an earthquake in Hawaii that one year, and avalanche, and we worked on the water and also the land too.
We did. We went there to go work on that. And so it's just really cool.
And even Salem, Massachusetts. We would do work on that, healing the land and the history.
Yeah. Well, that happens also when we do our mediumship classes in different haunted hotels and stuff. So we will be doing our class, but we're helping the souls that were either stuck in these buildings, earthbound, or we're choosing to stay, but talking to them about it's better if they transition and go to the light. They can always come back, but they'll have such a better experience if they've been into the light and done their transition rather than just staying earthbound. So we do a lot of that in our classes. Wherever we go, we help the land, the buildings, the spirits that are there, and we any people that happen to come our way as well. It's like we go there for a reason, but then we always have these other things that unfold as a part of that. And one of our main goals is not only helping other people, but helping ourselves to heal, because the better we are, the better we'll be for the people and the things that we're working on. And one thing I know is we've gone on so many spiritual journeys to so many locations around the world, and some places we've gone 2, 3, 4, 5 times, like we go back again, is every time we upgrade our vibration, we expand our vibration. We just become so much more for ourselves and for the work we do. We can access the healing abilities at way deeper levels because we have expanded so much into the energies and incorporated it within our space, which is so super cool. So I think we should do like a random mini healing and reading. This is just one of the little things that we can do.
So do we pick people from the chat room?
Well, I think if people would like one, they should say, I would like a mini healing reading, or I would like a mini session. Just call it that, just to be easier. And we'll just randomly pick someone who.
And also, hopefully you're not driving.
Oh. Hopefully they're not driving and watching this. That would be weird.
I mean, you never know. People can watch us while they're driving.
I hope they're not, though.
Or at least not being on a sewing machine.
Sewing machine?
Or heavy machinery. Like, I hope you're not because
okay.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Judy Fizzle. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're both going to tap in, and we'll just start sending in some frequency. And first thing I'm feeling is really deep in the heart chest area. I'm feeling a lot of I don't know if it's anxiousness, anxiety. It's like that feeling of a nervous feeling, and it's going up into your throat, which is your communication. And the message I'm hearing is feeling like you're not knowing what to do. I'm feeling a bit of confusion, and that anybody that's feeling that way, it's so normal these days because of everything that's going on. It's just so unknown and unclear. And even last night when I went to bed, I was like tuning in and saying, what are we doing? Where are we going? What is happening with this? So Judy, just hold in there. We're doing a little clearing to move that out of your space because there's a very stiff energy between deep in your heart chakra up through your throat. It feels like this post and this anxiousness. And it's getting in the way you're thinking. It's getting, it's putting a lot of fear into your thoughts. And what they're showing me is this pathway back into your childhood, actually. You may not even be connecting this, but there was some nervousness between, like, this same feeling that feels very familiar that happened back in your childhood as well. They just keep showing me this path backwards. Ooh, I'm getting chill. Okay, so what I heard is you're really letting your fears from the past and the things that have happened in your past get in the way and hinder your future. A lot of people do that. I know that, but I'm just telling you, whatever's coming up now for you or anyone else is what you need to hear right now. This is what you need to look at. So, you know, you hear those sayings about not living in the past and all that. We all know these sayings are great, but how do you do this? How do you put it into practice? You know the saying, it feels right to live in the present and look to the future and not live in the past. But how do you do that? And that's one thing we do with light activation is help people to know how to do whatever's coming through. So, what I'm hearing is you really are going through some significant change right now, and it is step by step. So it may seem subtle at sometimes, but it's like they're showing me you're sticking your toe into it. Like, you know how someone sticks their toe in the water to test the water, and I'm hearing like you start to go and then you stop yourself, and then you get enough nerve to start to go and then you stop yourself, and they're showing me like pushing you into the pool, like you gotta just jump in. You can't wait for it to feel safe. You can't wait for it to feel right, because it's never going to feel that way. You got to have the guts. You have the determination, the reason, like why would this be so important to you? And they're saying, your guides are saying, the reason why it's so important is because you want to change your life. And you want to upgrade your life, but you're never going to get that if you keep staying in what you've always done. So it's for you, it's the guts, the determination to not only stick your toe in, just jump, take that leap of faith, take the leap of faith. So I'm going to actually, no, I'm not going to do that. Homer, what are you getting?
Kind of similar to what you have. I was led to the third chakra, which is where the solar plexus is located, just in case no one knows where that is located. And that has to do with the personal power. But there was a tightness that I felt. So it was like a kind of like that nervousness. You know, when a person gets nervous, they feel that butterfly feeling in their stomach, that type of anxiety. Kind of like what you said, Cindy, and being led to the digestion as well, so it's not flowing as easily, and that's also stopping the energy flow as well. And I was holding on to lower thoughts and repeating habits and patterns that are just old and it's not serving you in the best way. So what we're doing is, once we identify these things, we help flesh it out or move it out.
And then set you up to have the confidence, the direction, the knowing. Because when you know something, you may not know how you know it or why you know it, but you just know it's right for you. That really is something that helps people to move forward. So anybody that wants to move forward in any way and is nervous, find what you know about it. What is it that you absolutely know? Like, I just know I have to do this because I don't like where I am now. Or I know I have to do this because I do like where I am now, but I'm ready for a shift. And, you know, remembering that the energy and the feeling of fear and excitement is really similar. So a lot of times when something is like a leap of faith, it might feel fearful, but it could be something that's just like an anxious excitement as well. And what I know is whenever I've taken a big leap of faith, I've always landed on my feet. I might have stumbled a little bit, but I always found myself in a better place. I've never found myself in a worse place. Okay, because usually when you take a leap of faith, it is because it's something you feel stirred to do, right? So you're following your heart. And yeah, you might tumble a little bit on the other side of that leap, but you'll end up in a better place. So don't be afraid to take leaps of faith. And it's fun, because the thing is, if you don't do those things, then you just stay in the same thing. Nothing changes. That's just kind of boring to me, but that's me. So we're clearing.
There's one more thing I'd like to add.
Okay, go ahead.
So yeah, we may be working on one person, but I can see that there are people in the chat room, and I don't know how many people are listening, but we do have the ability to work on more than just one person. So what we had said for one person may also apply to other people as well, but we do know how to work on a whole group simultaneously if we have to. No, not if we have to. We are doing it.
Right. If that's something that you happen to be here and it sounds like you know what's happening for you too.
And we will be getting as many people as we can, but if we don't, just know, just by being here, you will be getting something. You will not leave empty-handed.
Definitely. You're getting a lot of good vibes just running through you, right? Just by being here. Mm-hmm. One thing specific that can help you, Judy, is some affirmations, because affirmations help to solidify and guide you. So like when you declare something, or you commit to something, or you make a decision for something, you already are shifted onto a new path. So make sure you're doing some affirmations to help you there.
Also, we've done this before in big groups, and we would have one or two people have a reaction, like they would cough or get emotional. Just know that this is part of the healing. Old vibration is moving out. So you may get like a cough, or you may cry, or even laugh. But that's what comes with this healing.
All right. So thank you. We're just gonna separate from your energy, and I'm feeling guided to call on Janine Luke. Whew. Taking some deep breaths here. There's a lot there, Judy. Move that energy. And you know what? Just to let you all know that if you need help with things, that you can contact either one of us for a session. This is the work we do. We don't do it in this way. This is just something we do when we are doing some kind of a live event or something. We do it in a different way, but a much deeper way. So Janine's still here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead, Homer, tap into Janine and just start sending some frequency in. And I see you so much in your head, Janine, so much. It's like this energy is just spinning, like there's a pattern of energy that's spinning around and around in your head, and it's causing pressure, and it's keeping like a feeling of, I don't know, not confusion, but yeah, it's not clear. Like the clarity is clouded. And what I'm hearing is that you've taken some steps in change. And so it's what they're showing me, this visual is like step, step, side, 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 step. And then you're trying to get back. So you started here, right? So you went like step, 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 and then you went kind of side, side, side to the side. I'm trying to stay in the picture. And they're showing me that you're trying to get back to here. Like you took a step and a side step, but you're trying to get back to here. They're showing me like over here is where you feel is normal. They're saying, no, you passed this. You went up and you went over. Okay. The next level, the next way you go is up. They said, don't go over anymore. You went way too far over. I mean, that's okay. It's just kind of where you landed. But now it's time to move up. Don't try to cling back to what was. Like, that's not your normal. Your new normal is where you are now. So they're saying, like, take a deep breath right where you are. Cut the cords to the old. So we're going to do a neutral separation. We're going to take all the old energy and put it where it belongs, where it was, where you were, whatever that was. And opening your crown chakra and letting the new frequencies to come in and infuse into every cell of your body, soul, aura, your emotional, mental, spiritual bodies. And take a deep breath and ground yourself right here. But even when I see them telling you to ground right here, I see them lifting you. Like they want you to take the next step up. Like where you landed now, where you are, yes, great. But you're not done. Like don't try to settle where you are. And that's what you're trying to do. That's why it's uncomfortable, because that's not where you're meant to be hanging out. That's not like, oh, I'm here now. No, you're not. You got to keep moving up. So they're saying the way to do that, your art, your meditation, you're getting out in nature, putting your feet on the ground, anything you can do to just focus on releasing and cleansing your energy. Like that would be a good focus for you right now, releasing and cleansing your energy. So neutral separation is letting all the old energies and energies of any other people. I see your kids in your space, your I don't know if you have more than one grandkid, but yeah, I see a younger child, but letting all those energies go and cutting the cords. I'm feeling like they're really worried about you. So they're like attaching into you because they're worried about you. They're saying you're worried about you. So what's happening is that there's all these energies attaching into you. You need to shake those energies free. You need to let all of that energy go, and allow yourself to be present with what is now and what is possible for you now and forward. What is possible now and forward. So what I'm seeing is your vibration wants to raise, and it's giving you butterflies or some nervousness in your third chakra, in your gut area. It's giving you those butterflies. And that's a really common thing that happens when you start changing and ascending and moving into higher vibration. You're not used to those vibrations, so it feels really nervous. And it's important to know, like, okay, I'm just going to breathe through this like butterfly feeling I have right now. And then remember the butterfly, right? Butterfly is transformation. So get present where you are. Forget about what was even a week ago, a month ago, 2 months ago, like done. That was then. This is now. And what do you feel comfortable doing right now? And just take it step by step by step. But know that you are being asked to continue your journey higher in your vibration. So that means, how do you raise your vibration? By getting lighter, by letting go of the heaviness. And if you've ever feel, and this is for anyone, if you ever feel cloudy or unsure or confused or not sure, and again, this is something that's very common for all of us right now because life is just so weird. Just say, to your higher power, your angels, whoever you work with, like, okay, I don't know what it is, but I'm open to the possibilities. Show it to me. If not this, what? Okay. And I also know that if you spend any time just kind of walking outside barefoot or doing some gardening, which has been something that's put on my plate that I wasn't looking for, but apparently it's something I need to be doing right now. It really helps just to get your energy grounded in the now and aligned with the earth and the energies that are with us right now, because that's what we need to do, is get aligned with what is so we can continue to move forward. You'll be more and more comfortable when you can be aligned with our earth and the energies that are here right now. Okay, Homer, what are you getting?
Okay, so this is interesting because I'm hearing it. So, and Janine, I know you can laugh, and I've heard you laugh before. And when you laugh, it's like a big laugh and a wholehearted laugh. But what I'm hearing, so I'm hearing that, but also at the same time, what I'm being shown is, and what I'm hearing is equally, I'm hearing a crying as well. So, and that has to do with, from what I'm seeing, and I wrote it down, grief in the heart, and it's affecting your throats or your voice somehow. And also being drawn to your liver with the vibration of anger a little bit. So, and also what Cindy said, being overwhelmed. And of course, being in this world right now, there's a lot going on. But these are the areas that I was drawn to help clear out. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and when I said throat, I meant throat chakra and heart chakra.
So love, relationships with yourself first.
There was a heaviness that I was feeling. And, I've seen the lighter side of you and how funny you are and how, I guess, fairy-like you can be. But I was also being shown the opposite too going on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We all have the opposites, don't we? As happy and joyful as you can get is also swinging it the other way, is how down and off you can be. So the happier you can be, the more down you can be. It just, you just encompass so much more of yourself. The more you can be one way is the more you can be that way. So for anybody who might, like, for instance, be really like physically ill or have money issues, if that's been something that's really bad for you, guess what? I have good news for you. If it's been super bad for you, I don't want to say even better, but to be honest, you can swing to abundance at a much higher level than other people, some other people, depending. Everybody's different, right? But the worse something is for you, the better it can also be for you, because a pendulum swings both ways. It won't like swing really like, oh, this is really bad, and then go here and stop. No, it has to always swing the same height the other way. So if you've had some really bad stuff, you can have some super great stuff. There is a beauty to it.
And Janine, I love it when you laugh, because when you laugh, it's so infectious. It makes me laugh too.
Homer, do you remember when she was singing that Hindi song at the Indian restaurant?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And the way you were laughing, it just made me laugh. Well, anytime you laugh, it makes me laugh.
I was telling Swati about that once, and Swati's like, what? He could sing a Hindi song? I said, yes, very well, but then she never did it.
Well, because the song that we heard sounded similar to the channeling that Diana was saying earlier that day at Shani's store, because she was channeling like a star being.
Yes. That was a long time ago.
And I remember that one.
And I was asking for the sticky brown balls for dessert, remember?
Yeah. Oh, Delia's here.
Okay, Homer, why don't you go look at the chat and see who said they want to, we'll do another one.
Okay.
We'll continue our discussion.
Well, if anyone wants to just...
Well, there's some people that already said it, so go up.
I don't even see it. Pick a name, Cindy.
Look in the chat, in the...
Oh, did we do Debbie Sunzeri?
Did she say she wanted one?
She said I would like a mini healing.
Okay. Debbie, are you still here?
Yeah,
Oh,
there's no August
Judy,
room.
making me feel guilty. I know. And I
Oh,
was saying that in that last night we were doing that test on Facebook, and I mentioned that I didn't do any readings for August, and I felt a little guilty about that. But I am. I was, and I still am. I'm so busy. I had like the best month in August
Debbie did say
that I've
yes.
had for a long time. Okay, Debbie. Um, so are you a Leo, Judy? I just want to know. Okay, Debbie. Debbie. I met Debbie a long time ago. Very long time ago. I went and I did an angel party with her and her daughters.
Wow. Okay.
And I haven't done angel parties in forever. That was probably 20 years ago.
Alma Alvarado, I see you. Okay, we'll get to you. I know who you are.
Okay, Debbie. So
Debbie,
let's do Debbie. Do you want to go first?
no, you can go first.
Oh, gee, thank you. All right, Debbie.
I did get something. Debbie, you tend to worry a lot.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I got. You tend to worry a lot.
Yeah, and I'm seeing you move your head back and forth. Whenever I see that, it's like you don't know which way to go. You don't know which thing to do. You are unsure of, like, you have a hard time making decisions because you don't want to make the wrong decision. But then you overthink, and then that your overthinking will either just make you not do anything, or sometimes it makes you choose the wrong thing. Because whenever you overthink anything, not just you, anyone, I'll tell anybody here that overthinks anything, stop. Like when you're just like, oh my gosh, like you just keep going back and forth. Which I do, go back and forth. Just stop, because you don't want to go down that road. That usually will take you to a decision you didn't want to make. So what I'm hearing for you, Debbie, is have faith. Have faith. Listen, I know you're, not 20 anymore, and you're still here. And through good decisions and bad decisions, you're still here and you're doing fine. And what I'm hearing is, through the years, with the decisions you've made in the past, good or bad, whatever you want to label them, you are much wiser now. So it's time to shift that kind of habit you have of overthinking and not trusting and not having the faith. You know what your angels are saying. You know what to do. You know what to do. So stop second guessing yourself. Next time something happens that you need to make a decision, go with what you know what to do. Just trust that and do it. And even though that might be something that's hard for you because you've always done it the other way, they're saying practice doing this. Even if it's like between what kind of bread should you get. Like, they don't want you to spend more than 10 seconds making that decision. I know that sounds funny, but like, you can start with little things like that. That's not going to be a big deal about making the wrong choice. Like, you brought home the wheat bread and you said, dang it, I knew I should have got the sourdough. It's not going to kill you, right? That's not a big deal. But the point is getting used to having a decision and just making the choice, taking the choice, making the decision like that. And because they want to prove to you that when you do that, you are going to use your wisdom and your knowledge. And I'm not talking about just bread. I'm talking about anything. You're going to see that you're making the right decisions, and you don't have to, their words, waste your time tossing it back and forth 50 times, sometimes 60, sometimes 100. And then sometimes it just makes you not do anything. You want to avoid that because you're just wasting your time, and you could just keep moving a lot faster if you didn't do that. What do you got, Homer?
So going back to that worry, the message I was getting is that your mind tends to go to the negative. So what I'm hearing from them is do your best to switch to the positive, and kind of like what Cindy was just saying, it doesn't have to be a big thing. Just make it like a small little thing that will just help you shift that mind into a higher vibration.
Yeah.
Oh, and also,
If you know that you're going,
yeah,
go ahead. No, well, let me just say this. If you
yeah,
know you're going to a negative place, let that be a little sign, like, yoo-hoo, I'm going to a negative place right now. And this is not the best place to make any decision.
and they were showing me it's like a habit.
It
It's
is
like
a habit.
a pattern that you
Mhm.
do. And also not being able to receive. So you're always giving, but not to yourself. So find that, allow yourself to receive.
She's got the classic angel.
I know. And I kept seeing like a turquoise blue around you, similar to like Bimini blue.
Wow. So that's throat chakra as well.
I mean, I was seeing an angel similar to my mom's angel, because I kept seeing the same drawing that I made of my mom's angel when I was tuning into your energy.
So what I'm getting from that is throat chakra. So you work on your communication. Don't be afraid to tell people what you're thinking. You know, what I'm hearing is that you kind of dance around that. You don't want to say anything that somebody's going to get bothered by. But you know what I'm hearing is people want to hear what you think and how you feel. Even if it doesn't seem like they do, because you're actually offering some solid, solid guidance and wisdom that they need. Like, you step into your sage mode, step into your sage power. Okay, there's so many okay, so the different stages of a woman, right? So sage is when you're really grounded in your knowledge. So you're in a very, very, I'm getting chills, a very important part of your life where you can help and guide people, whether they act like they want to hear it or not. They know that it's true. So don't be afraid to use your throat chakra. Say what you need to say, and just say it from a place of love. Like, pour it from your heart out of your mouth, and it will be received, even if it's something difficult.
And
You're
also,
help yourself. Help yourself. You're going to help them. Go ahead, Homer.
well, because I'm looking at the chat room and I'm seeing Facebook blue. So what I'm being guided to do is that pale blue in your throat chakra. I'm hearing make it like a blue, like a powerful blue, to bring out your voice and also that wisdom that you have. People will hear you out.
They will, whether they want to or not. You're
Hello,
going to
Corey. Corey's here.
Okay, Homer, you had, thank you, Debbie.
Okay. Oh, thank you, Debbie.
Were you going to call somebody, Homer?
Let's see. Alvarado.
Okay. Is Alma here still?
Alma, are you here?
Debbie, don't try. Just do it.
Do not try, because when you try, you're not there yet.
Doing it. It's like saying, oh, I'm going to try to pick up this pen. You can't try. You either have to pick it up or don't pick it up. Trying is not an option. So, yeah, you're not trying. You got to just do it.
And it's like being in a dimension where you don't have it yet. So change that, shift it to where you have it.
Right. And
now,
Debbie, you have a lot to help and guide other people. You're claim that sage energy.
You're like a wizard.
Okay. Alma. You know what? The first thing I'm seeing with you, I don't know you at all. And I mean, it doesn't matter if I know you or not, whoever I'm reading for, because I don't know what's going on in your life. But the first thing I saw with Alma was a lot of flowers around her, but also I feel a pressure in your chest, in your heart chakra. And feeling like things aren't quite going the way you want them to. And something's really bothering you. I'm just feeling that. But it's interesting because as I feel the pressure and the heaviness here, I see so much beauty around you at the same time. So I don't know if you are creative or because you have a lot of this beautiful energy around you. I mean, it would be easy to say, like, I see flowers. I mean, I would relate that to a garden, but I'm tuning into the energy, and what I'm feeling is this lightness that you do have. And when somebody tends to be light and has a heaviness, that means it's even heavier. So now I'm hearing you're an empath and you take on a lot of energy of other people and you think it's you, but it's not all yours. In fact, only 40% of that pressure that you feel is yours. The other 60% is other people, and you're taking on other people's problems, worries, fears. You actually hear them. How can I describe this? You don't hear them talking, but you pick up on people's fears and thoughts, and you don't know you're doing it. You think they're your own. So one thing that would be really good for you is doing a neutral separation and cutting cords on a daily basis so you don't have buildup of other people's energies. And if you don't know what neutral separation is, I can find a link to my YouTube channel that will tell you how to do it, while Homer says what he's getting.
All right, Alma. So what I was saying, and also just know everything we're pointing out, we are also healing that. So we're not just saying it and leaving it there. We are healing.
We are moving those energies out of your way to help you.
So
but you have to take the steps that we're telling you to make the best benefit.
It's like be proactive with your healing. We can go so far, but you also have to put in the work too.
Yes.
Like someone who wants to stop smoking, we could do, or what we can do, but you know, it's also up to them if they want to stop that. And yeah, sorry, I lost train of thought. Okay.
Go ahead. What do you get?
So first thing I was getting was worn out clothing. So that's only a symbol of like old stuff that needs to be tossed out. And I know where you're from, and we have similar history. We are both from Pittsburgh. Oh, Alma, I didn't even know he smoked. But anyways.
Wow.
Yeah, but it was like, because what I was feeling with your energy is like old stuff, like worn out clothing. And it's not like just physical clothing, but this is just a representative of what all that junk in your etheric energy, your energetic body. So what I was guided to do was to comb it out, toss it out, and to help you release that. So what I was being shown that you tend to pile it on, and I think Cindy, you mentioned something similar to that, but like a buildup, you know, pile it on, and you are very sensitive, and it can take you a while to even get over things, but you tend to accumulate all these things. So like what I was seeing and feeling is like a pile on. So we are helping you get rid of that.
Yes.
As we speak.
Yes. And take the guidance. And
drink some water too, because you need to flush things out.
I'm trying to put that link to that video. There it is. Oh, there it goes. So.
And Alma, if you have a chance to have a good cry, do so, because you hold in a lot. If you don't cry, anyway, but I was just seeing that a good cry would be really good.
Homer's a great tissue monitor.
Yeah, I am yeah. Anytime you need a tissue, I will hand you one.
Okay. So I put the link to the video on neutral separation for anybody who needs to release energies that are either hindering you or, you know, if you're picking up on other people's energies, you're an empath, this would be really helpful. It's helpful for everyone. In fact, you should do this at least once a week. And if you really tend to pick up on energy, other people's energy, Do it every day.
Yes, Alma, you haven't had a good cry in a long time. Yeah, you've been holding on. You've been holding it in. It felt like a stone wall. But yeah, when the time is right, allow it to flow.
All right.
And that'll be a great healing for you.
So I'm just trying to see how long we've been going. Wow, we've been going for an hour.
Oh, we have?
Yeah, wow. Maybe we should stop.
Wait, who else wants a healing? Is there anyone?
Probably. But we could be here all night.
But again, we are working on the whole group as we speak.
Yep, I see a few people on here.
Oh, Jenny, I see you. Jenny Batalones.
Jenny Batalones?
Yeah. Oh, she was a good friend who we were in a program together at SF State.
Oh.
Applying for a scholarship.
Yeah, so we'll be coming on and doing these more often and other things. I was actually going to go on to start doing readings for the month of
yeah.
Oh, Judy, I saw you said you were Leo. Maybe I'll start with Leo since it was your birthday. So I was going to start that, but I don't know if I will do that today.
Oh, Jenny wants a healing.
Jenny who?
Batalones.
Oh, I don't even see that person on here.
You are at the end of the chat right there.
Jenny or Jean?
Well, I know her by Jenny.
Because didn't I call Jean Jeannie, but her, her name was spelled like that?
Yeah.
Well,
and Jenny, I still remember that dance that you used to do. You know what dance I'm talking about?
The funky chicken?
Well.
Hey, Homer. When Homer and I were talking about our spiritual journey next year. It's so exciting. Well, we have I don't know how many we're going to do next year. It all just depends, but most likely Bimini. But with the one that we're talking in particularly about is the Peru one. Mm-hmm. And we're so super excited. We have not announced this yet, but we'll announce it here. We're going to do a Peru journey, and we're going to have 2 add-on trips, one in the beginning and one at the end. And so the one at the beginning is going to be the Nazca lines, and that's where you fly over the land, and there's all of these shapes that are like carved into the ground that they don't know how got there.
And they are huge, gigantic.
Yeah, like different.
When you're on the ground, you can't tell what it is, but when you're in the sky, then you recognize, okay, that's a monkey or that's a bird, and so forth.
Yeah. And you fly over in these little planes. So I did it I had it as an add-on the first trip that I took to Peru for the spiritual journey. And it was so much fun. It was so interesting. Like, it was so, wow. It's like one of those things you see like on Discovery Channel, but you never think you're ever going to go. And that was pretty amazing. And then, so we're going to add that one on this time because we haven't gone there since that first time. Mm-hmm. And then at the end of the trip, we're doing an add-on to the Bolivia salt flats. Wow.
That is very galactic. We were looking at it. We're like, we're going to have contact right here.
Have you guys seen those salt flats? I am going to show you what I'm talking about.
Oh, you can do that?
Yeah. I think so. I'm going to try.
And also, I am doing a healing on the whole group as we speak.
Yeah.
So do not feel like you're being left out, because we are.
Nobody's left out. If they're here, they're getting.
That's right. Okay. Just in case.
Okay. I want to show you guys this. Wait. How in the heck is that happening? Okay. Let me share my screen. Share screen. Yeah, I'm going to show you this.
Did you share it yet?
Just a minute.
Okay.
No, I don't know why it's not letting me. It's not going to let me. I don't know. I have to fix some setting, I guess.
But it's called the Salt Unyi Flats, right?
Yeah.
Did I say that right?
I don't know. Hold on. I'm just trying to. Okay. Can you guys see this? Can you see that, Homer?
Yep.
So this is what it looks like. Like it's like you're in heaven. There, she's actually standing on a salt flat. See that? It looks like ice. Like this.
So this is in Bolivia.
Yeah. So we'll fly from Cusco and go here. Look at this. That's incredible. Oh, small pictures.
And it's very healing too.
Look at this. Yes, being in that salt is super healing. And look at that. So yeah, we're super excited. So because I have not been here. It's a place that I've wanted to go. And I was talking to Homer today and I was like showing him, look at that. Whoa, intense. Look at this.
Oh, wow.
Holy smokes. It's going to be amazing. Okay, so I'm sharing that. Are you seeing me again?
Yep.
You are?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. All right, so that was just a side step. Super excited about that. That's next August. If anybody wants to ask about it,
We usually do Bimini, Bahamas in May, right?
Yes.
May or June.
Yes, May for Bimini. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if we'll do Italy next year or not, because we were supposed to be there soon this year.
Yeah.
All of our trips were canceled this year. Did we go anywhere this year?
I did.
No, we did. Well, you did. Well, wait, when did you go? In January?
In January.
That's why. So all of our trips were scheduled for May and after, so none of them happened. But that's okay, because now it's going to be awesome when we go to Peru next year. Mm-hmm. And I plan on going to India. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, let's see. Let's do another one. Who are we going to do, Homer?
Anyone that really wants one, type in right now in the chat. Okay, I guess
nobody wants one.
No one wants one.
Well, there's
That's cool. Oh, Jenny. Okay, Jenny.
Jenny's really on it.
Yeah. Now, Jenny is in Hawaii, I think. Okay.
Oh, aloha.
Aloha. Okay,
all
Jenny.
Right.
We see you twice. All right.
Okay, so I'll start. Let's just send in some frequency with Jenny. Wow, everybody's got this heaviness going on. What is happening here? Yeah, I feel a heaviness deep in the chest, heart chakra area. But it feels like a fear or tenseness that's happening there. But it is like even affecting your ability to breathe freely and deeply. So I first want to say, take some time to breathe deep, like take some nice deep breaths, because I can feel your breathing is very shallow. Like it's very shallow. Okay. Let me see where that takes me. So they're actually showing me some roots, like you're rooted somewhere. And it feels like it's not letting you move, like there's not movement. Something's rooting you so much that there's not movement. And as we know, we always have to feel a little fluid, even though a lot of people like to be, rooted in what they know. That's not really the idea of what life is about. It's more about being in flow and going with the flow. And that's where I'm feeling like not being able to go with flow. When I even said that, I started feeling a tightness in your third chakra, which is your personal power. I don't know if something is stopping you or you're stopping you, but it feels like it's been something that's been there for a while that you have been dealing with, like you have settled for or put up with for so long that it just became a part of your life, but it's really not sitting well with you, to be honest, because I can feel a lot of pressure in your gut, in your third chakra area, which is your personal power. And if it stays that way, it's just gonna, like, what I'm feeling is like this inability to move, and it's really pulling on your energy. So whatever that is, really, you have to acknowledge it and face it and say, you know what, this has been keeping me stuck too long and I need to start moving, because I can feel how it's tensing up your physical body. And if that lasts for any certain amount of time, you're going to start feeling physical discomforts. And you don't want that. You don't want what energetically is sitting in your space to become a physical situation. And that's the road that it usually takes. Like something happens that's something that's bothering somebody. This is for everyone. That could be a mental, some thoughts, or an emotional thing. And then if you don't take care of it, eventually it starts tensing up your energy, tensing up your organs and your physical body. And then it's only a matter of time before it just keeps progressing. You know how things keep progressing. So you don't want that to keep progressing. You really need to breathe, move your body, and get some flow and some energy moving you. Go ahead, Homer.
Wow, I got something along the same lines, that old energy that's preventing you from moving forward. And so specifically, they were showing me, and this is old energy. I'm sure you changed, but this is old energy that needs to be moved out. So that old energy that's stuck in there is like really old, where back in the day you needed validation from other people or approval. And, it just needed to be moved out. It felt very old. And also I was getting, for the mind, headaches, anxiety, and stress.
Yeah, I'm feeling a lot of stubborn energy, almost like there's part of you that's very stubborn to making the changes that you really know you want to make. Mm-hmm. For some reason, there's something holding you from it. And I feel like part of it is you, but I feel like it stems from someone else. But those roots that I see, it's like so rooted, makes me feel like it's been there for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, I was guided right into the third chakra, and then feeling that vibration of how you were back then, where you needed some validation from other people or approval.
Or somebody just gets in the way of you doing something, like somebody had a stronger dominance to make you not do something. So I feel like this is, like Homer keeps saying, it's old, it's very rooted. So it's like, you know how when you root old, weeds even, you can't just pull them out, because if you do that, the roots are all right there and it's just going to grow right back in. You got to really, I use a tool to get in there, move it, and dig in deep to pull it out the most I can, in hopes that I get that rooted thing in there and all the way out so it can't grow back. So it's something like that, where you would really, could do a lot by, if you wanted to work with Homer or something, to root this out and help move it. That's the thing with the work we do. we can help people shortcut the way to get beyond these things. I just feel like it's been so long that I'm not saying that you cannot move through it yourself. You absolutely can, but it really does help when somebody can help you that's not attached to it, to give you the clarity and help move those energies for you. So I don't know if that makes sense to you or it helps, but that's what I'm getting. Do you have anything else, Homer?
No, I think that's it for Jenny. Okay. Give us aloha if that makes sense. No. No, that makes sense. I see it in the chat. You're welcome, Jenny.
Okay. So let's do Catherine and then we'll do Michelle and then we'll see what happens there. So Catherine, are you still with us? Cutting the cord to Jenny. Whew.
Mahalo.
Okay, we're gonna just like do a huge group healing right now.
We are.
Because everybody has
there are like similarities.
Like it's this real head, like it feel like I have an anchor sitting in me every time I tune into somebody.
Catherine's here.
Okay, Catherine. Wow. Getting me stiff and hot and bothered. Okay, Catherine.
It's getting warm in here.
It's getting hot in here. Okay. Let's do Catherine. So, yeah, I mean, I already know this because, I mean, I don't know. I only see a few of your posts, but the first thing I'm seeing in your energy is like this frustration. It's just like you're beaming frustration out, and I feel it. I feel it. No hesitancy in frustration, just like, but what I'm hearing is, you know, it may be happening because things are frustrating to you at this time. But what I'm hearing from your healing team is this is frustration that's actually been pent up for a long time. And the reason why you're having all these frustrating things going on is to gut that frustration out of you. So the only way, you know, you're so used to holding it in. They're showing me like it's in there and it's clenched in you and you're used to holding that. But if they can trigger you, he's like, blah, you know, either they're going to trigger you and it can come out. But if they don't trigger you, it's not going to come out. You're just going to hold it in. So you're going to get a lot of opportunities to be frustrated because it's working. It's helping to purge this old frustration that you need. And what I'm hearing is if you held on to that frustration, it was going to start really aging you and bringing you down. And I could see like a feeling of depression associated with it. So I would say bless the mess at this point because it's a lot better to be frustrated than to go into a depression. And I'm not saying like some deep depression. I don't know what level of depression it is, but you're being saved from some emotional and mental and physical issues by these triggers helping to let that stuff out. So what I'm hearing is just do a lot of body movement, like something that makes you tired. Go for a really hard hike or a hard workout or dance for a long time. And just like the more tired you can get, the more you're going to let these energies come out of you. And then you don't have to have these experiences all the time. So it feels like you're going to keep getting triggered until you can get all that frustration out. So, you know, it's like it's not like it's new frustration every time. It's like you've let more out. So the more you can just let out, the less that you'll need to be triggered. Does that make sense? So if you're still getting a lot of trigger, that means that there's still a lot in there. So I'm not sensing that this is new frustration. I'm sensing this is old frustration being triggered. What are you getting, Homer?
Something entirely different. So it's like kind of like a new life, like things are unfolding. So like a new territory, you know, like when someone is exploring and they're tiptoeing on the ground because they're not sure what's ahead of them, kind of like that. So that's what I was seeing, and I wrote this down. Tiptoeing, but so kind of along the same lines with Cindy. You need to ground more, and like going out to nature will help you ground. Or dancing, because it'll help you connect again. So that's what I was feeling with the tiptoeing. Your foundation or your feet on the ground, it's not as solid as it could be. So by connecting, by meditating, or connecting, however, walking to nature or so forth, find something that will help ground you. That's what I was getting.
Yeah. I like if you could like punch someone. No, not like take boxing or something. Like you just need to let that frustration out. It's like, you know what? Get it over with, because then you'll get it over with.
Because I'm also hearing like you need a shout, or like really get that. Right. Punch a pillow if you need to.
Or yell at somebody.
Oh, you bought a drum. Yeah, play the drum and shout.
Well, you can play the drum around you, or you know what? Put on some drumming music and dance. Like, I just feel like, physically you need to do something to get it out. And as soon as you can start getting it out, you won't keep getting these experiences to trigger it out.
Yeah, because you need that aggression or whatever that is to like come out.
Yeah.
Because there's a buildup I'm feeling.
I was just thinking something I probably should not say.
I know, I had a thought too. I was like, okay, you bought a drum. No, I was going to say, hit it over the head of someone, but that's not good. That's not good.
I know. Cancel it. We're not trying to be,
no.
What do you call that?
But that's how intense that I felt. Like you have that.
Yeah, I do.
Inside, like, you need to do something.
And the sooner you can get it out, the less you will have to be triggered to get it out. That's like the bottom line. Like you're going to keep getting triggered to get it out. So it's like seeping out. It's like, when, a balloon has a little tiny pinhole and you could push and little water spurt out. But if you like stabbed a hole in it, it would be like, bam. And then be done. It wouldn't be like this little seeping. So, yeah. So you don't have to keep triggering it out. Just get it out.
Yeah. Because you don't want that to build up any more than it is.
Well, it's not really building up. It's purging it. And so this is stuff that's already been there. And they're just trying to get you to let it go. Because you've been so good about holding it in for so long.
I have to breathe for you. Okay.
Everyone here.
It got heavy. I had to breathe.
No, I feel like kicking someone's ass right now. I don't have anyone's ass to kick though. Okay. Let's see. Thank you, Catherine. I hope you can let that go.
And thank you for helping us last night.
Yes. All right. So I think we have one other person that wanted something here.
Who was it?
Go watch Fight Club. Like rent that movie Fight Club. That one will get you.
That movie Mulan coming out looks pretty good.
Did you see Fight Club?
No, that's a good one.
That's a terrible movie. It was the worst. It was the most violent movie I think I've ever seen. Back when that came out, my son was like, I don't know, a teenager. And he and my nephew said, let's go to the movies. You want to see Fight Club? So I'm like, okay. I didn't know what it was. I was sitting there like, oh my gosh, it was making me sick. It was a horrible movie, but I think you should watch it, Catherine, because that might help you a lot.
Okay. I never saw that movie.
Okay. There was somebody else that wanted one. Michelle, I think I said Michelle.
Okay.
Michelle DeVito Bunka.
That's a nice name.
Do you know her?
Mm-mm.
Me neither.
We do now. Welcome.
Hi, Michelle. All right. Let's tune in. So right off, I feel some, like, when I say Michelle, it's like she knows how to like contain herself and be like, present herself in a way of, like, how can I say this? Like, appear to be fine.
Yep.
Not that she's not, but she has, like, you say her name is like, like, okay.
Like there is an outward appearance, but inside there's some interesting things going on.
Yeah. Actually, there's a lot going on. That's what I'm hearing. And I'm also seeing a butterfly. So what I'm getting from that is that, Michelle, you're going through a transformation, which means a change. But when you hear it in the way of transformation, that's like a big change. Like, a caterpillar turns into a butterfly kind of change. So I am hearing there's a lot going on with you. And what I'm hearing is for you to pick one thing and focus on it. So I like to use that phrase, pick a horse and ride that horse. The other things will fall into place as you start focusing on one thing instead of many things. And I'm kind of feeling like you have options, and not that one is better than the other. Pick the one that feels the best to you. And I'm also hearing for you, it's okay not to know. So what I'm getting with that is a lot of times when we're doing something different or new or more, we don't always know everything. So some people have the habit of not making a move until they know. And you know what they say, you got to start walking on the road for the path to appear. So just take it step by step. You can take small steps, just take consistent steps. I'm also feeling like a headache, like some stress going on up there. And I feel like you internalize a lot too. Like people, I would say you're the kind of person a lot of people don't know. Like they might know you, but they don't know you. And I'm not saying that in a negative way. I'm just saying, like, even me, like around here where I live, I have friends, but they don't really know me. Okay, like Homer knows me, or the people where I used to live in California, like they know me. They know me in a certain setting, in a certain way, but they don't know me.
How alien you are.
How what?
Alien you are.
No, like what's at my depth?
Yeah.
They know me on a surface level, but not really on a depth level. And why? Maybe because they are not interested in my lifestyle or the things I do, or I don't know why, for whatever reasons. So, that's what I feel with you, Michelle, is that you, and I'm not saying this in a negative way, it just keeps coming like people know you, but then they don't know you deep. They don't know you on a deeper level. Some people probably do, but not a lot. So you kind of keep yourself kind of separated and hidden. And I'm hearing express yourself more, because it is good for people to get to know you and what you care about, what you like. And I feel what I'm hearing is you're sort of reserved in the way of, you're, I would say you would fall into a more humble kind of person where you don't feel like you need to tell people that a thing, like you're very super intuitive too. Like, you know a lot and you feel a lot, but you don't say it. And which is nice, because there's people that are intuitive and then they just say too much. They should just shut up. Like they shouldn't just like tell people things. So I just feel like you got a lot going on inside. You're really deep. You're a real deep person, but people only know one or two or maybe three layers of you. People need to know more about you because you're interesting and you have a lot to share. And you can actually help a lot of people. I actually feel like you're a natural healer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Homer, what are you getting?
Michelle, you are very multi-layered. So yeah, you do have that outward persona that you're calm and collected, or reserved. But there's an aspect of you that is very playful, fun, um, childlike, fairy-like, inquisitive. So that's like a aspect no one really knows or probably doesn't see a lot from you, but you do have that. Um, and I don't know, it's so, I don't know what the word is. Um, but when they see that, it's like fun to be around you. I mean, because I'm getting that feeling like, wow, you're fun to be around. But see, not, now I don't want to say not many, but there are people that don't know that side of you, but you have it. And that is kind of like part of your true self. You're very playful. Um, it's kind of like, when you're playful, the magic stuff unfolds and just, yeah, I don't know, I lost it.
Well, you know what? It's funny is because the way I'm trying to describe things and the way you're trying to, Homer, like it's there, but there's a loss for words because it's her energy. That's what her energy's doing.
Yeah.
Her energy is like it's there, but she acts very. It's kind of like this.
Yeah, like this. But you know what I'm saying? And it's kind of funny. Like those old detective movies, they would have that big magnifying glass and like they're searching around. I mean, that's what I was seeing for you. Like, there's that side of you that's very inquisitive. Like you're searching, you're curious, you want to know more about this or that, things like that.
She doesn't say much.
Yeah, but I was guided to also clear out the bottom of your feet. It felt very stuck.
Reserved, yes, Judy. That's a good word.
Yeah.
She has a lot going on in there. Like if you could dig into her brains, into her heart, you could see a lot of things in there.
And I need to breathe too.
Okay, so let's see. Any guidance for Michelle? Well, I really feel like it's time for you to start showing who you are because I feel like you're here to help a lot of people. You're humble. You're you are grounded. You're connected. I'm hearing you're connected, and you get a lot of insight for people, but you don't say much. You just kind of hold it back. You don't really go into it. I don't know where you're located. I'd love to have you in our light activation healing course next year. I think it'd be great for you. Anyway, it would just really open a lot. Not that you don't have it, but I just
anyone actually, yeah. Everyone.
I'd like to see everyone in that class, but yeah,
we are planning a class next year, a healing class in July. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
in California, right?
California. Oh, I'm in Florida too, Michelle.
Oh,
how funny.
You're probably neighbors.
Yeah.
You're probably down the street from Cindy.
Okay. Well, I think this is it because I think I'm going
to. Were you going to do the cards?
I think I am going to. Do you want to do readings with me, Homer?
Sure.
But I would like to log off and come back on because I need to put it on my reading channel, my YouTube reading channel.
Oh, okay.
And my YouTube reading channel is Understand Your Life and Love. For those people who are on my Cindy Eyler channel on YouTube, I don't know if you know, I have a reading channel, but join me there. And then we are going to, Judy, we are going to do this broadcast on my Cindy Eyler page.
So what do? We all log off and then we're going to log on?
I'll send you a link. So yeah, it would be on my other reading channel. I don't know if I would want to put this on my profile, my regular Facebook. I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to put it on my business page, which is, if you don't know where I am, on my Facebook page, it's Cindy Marie Eyler. Cindy Marie Eyler, Eyler. And then you'll find it. Otherwise, go to my YouTube channel called Understand Your Life and Love and subscribe. Please. So, okay. Thank you for everyone for joining us.
That was fun.
But we will be back. We're going to be doing these quite often. So thank you for your kindness, Judy.
Thank you. Where are you from, Judy?
Yes, Judy. Where are you from? You're welcome, Debbie.
Oh, you're welcome, Debbie. Where are you from, Debbie?
Debbie's from the South Bay.
Oh, you are? Wow. Okay.
Judy is not answering us. She's from Leo. That's where she's from.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're going to go do readings now. So we'll see you there. Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
Thank you.
Peace. Namaste. Dhanyavad. Shukriya.
Shukriya. Thank you, Jenny.
Thanks, Jenny.
Jenny Get from Australia.
Yep, of course. I didn't even know you were still here, Jenny. All right. Lots of love, peace, blessings. Peace out. Okay, I'm going to send you another link, Homer.
Okay, so what do I do?
Go to your messenger.
Do I leave?
Yeah, go to your messenger.
Okay.
Bye.